With all the decommits and players going everywhere in recruiting, there's a couple of defensive players that I'm big on that me and my boy Coop want to talk about. Let's dive into it. Coming up here in about 10 seconds. What is good, everybody? It's your boy Jay here with Unfair Sports, talking OU football, college football, and sports in general. And in this video, we're going to talk recruiting. Got a couple of recruits that we think you all should hear about that populated with us last week. I want you guys to tell me what you think. Ashton Sanders as well as Markus Strong. I talked about him on our live stream last week, but me and Coop's going to really dive in and show some footage. While you're here, hit the like button as well as the subscribe button. Show some love. We leverage that with YouTube and the algorithm, and share because sharing is caring. So let's dive into these two offers that were made last week by Oklahoma that I'm hoping we can win over as commits soon. Let's talk about some of the recent offers that Oklahoma did. So last week, OU was putting out some feelers. There's a few more players to talk about, but I want to talk about two today with you, Coop, that we both felt like was going to be some pretty big deals, especially with the potential Vasic news that's going to be coming down the line in the next few days. Has been a couple of players that jumped out to both of us. We have Ashton Sanders as well as Markus Strong. And so let's start off here with our boy Ashton Sanders. And so Sanders is a former committed Cal. He decommitted about a month ago. And out of Los Angeles, California, consensus 3-star, top 700 player nationally. But he don't look like he's a player that should be at that number. Coop, you got a chance to check this man out?
Yeah. So I sent the tweet to you the other, it was earlier today. He puts a tweet out, and it is a picture of him standing on the goal line up over the ball. Ball sitting at the 1 yard line, and he says, "This picture shows the type of player I am. If you are on my 1 yard line, you will not run through me."
Right.
And
right.
That's a dog. That's a guy.
That's how big he is.
He is 300. Let's see here. What is it? He is 300 pounds, 6'2", 300. That gets me super, super excited to have a dog, on that interior, that defensive line. I want this kid to come in and get strong, put proper weight. But he is a guy that I am very excited about.
Same, and he's exactly what you said he is. And so, looking at some of his his footage, let's take a gander at some of him out here on the defensive side of the ball. He shows that he's going to run right through. He's going to hold up the line, if anything. As you can see, he's pushing back there. Oh, and he gets right there to the quarterback and gets that bad boy, gets the sack. That's what he's there for. He's there for the tackle for the loss. He's there to increase that number. Like I said, we got 8 against Baylor, and having players that can at least get into the backfield and get the tackle, stop the play, that's what you want. Third down, goal stops. Like we talked about in the Baylor-Oklahoma game, when you get to the goal line, we want to get stops like this. Yeah. And having a player this size, that's this mobile, and that's got that dog in him, all up in this region, he's got that dog in him. Yeah, this is what you expect. It's for him to go out there and be like, "Nah, man, we're not going to let you past us. You're not going to cross. Don't cross go. Do not collect $300 or $200 or 1 yard, whatever. Yeah. We're not going to allow it." And that's something that we need for this type of defense. And we talked about this. If you want to run a 3-3-5, you got to have an anchor in the middle. Yep. That's big. That size is key and critical if you want to make sure that you're doing your part, especially against the run. A 3-3-5 don't work against the run if you don't have big dudes in the middle that's stuffing it. You need them to be you need them to have 3 people blocking the big dude in the middle, and then your other guys, your edge rushers and your linebackers can come through holes and stop the running back immediately. And so this is something that we've got, like right here, shedding the block. He shed the tackle, threw him to the side, boom. That's what you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the type of stuff you want for players from him. So I'm pretty amped about seeing what Ashton looks like. 3-star, like I said, former Cal commit. I think that he may be something special down the line. But From there was another recent offer. Now, this one, I think this is the one that's got me the most excited. Was Ashton the one that got you excited the most?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, when you see some of the measurables on some of these defensive ends, that'll always get you jacked up. And you see 6'4", 250. Again, probably weighed at the beginning of a senior year without proper Jerry Schmidt time.
Right. And for me, this is the one that got me the excited the most. Is going to be Markus Strong. And so Markus Strong, now this is the thing about it, and I want y'all to bear with me here. There are no stars here. He's an under-the-radar player out of Lake Butler, Florida. Very quiet. What I've read and heard, and I've talked about this in a live stream last week, 6'5", 270, defensive end. He can play in the middle. He's not the 300 range, but he's got a frame for it. I don't have any pictures about it with his size and frame, but you see he's a big boy. But the cool thing about him is that he looks like he's one of those diamonds in the rough, someone that has not been paid attention to. This is why. His last name is Strong. He got some strong hands. Like, his hands so strong, they make me think when he grabs somebody, and we're gonna show you footage in just a minute. When he grabs a player, it's like he grabs them and he doesn't let go. Like when a toddler has something they ain't supposed to. You like a toddler grabs your hair and you just cannot pry their little fingers off. That's what he does on the defensive side. So let's take a gander of him here on the defensive play. Like, here's a good play right here. He pushes his way in, grabs the quarterback, and just slams him to the ground. When's the last time you've seen that from a defensive player that, we've had? Look at the power. Look at that. Just watch him make his way through the play and grab him and say, no, you're not going to run away. And then he lets the game come and get them. That, to me, is probably one of the best attributes you can have as a defensive lineman, is make it to where your teammates can come and help if you can't pull them down by yourself.
Yeah.
That's
it looks like he also has disciplined eyes. He knows what his responsibility is. And between him and Sanders, again, I want to see people come in and plan after the snap to do their business on the other side of where they lined up. Do it 2 yards deep. That's where we start tussling. It's not at the line of scrimmage, because that's just getting yourself stood up. But when I see Strong, again, I pulled his stuff off of Rivals. I think you got it somewhere else. It says 6'4", 280. So if he's, let's call it 275 for the mean.
Yeah.
But, if we have that kid come in, he is only going to get stronger. He's only going to learn how to couple his size with technique between Bates and Chavis. Again, that he does have a frame that he can put on more weight and play a defensive end position, close to 300 pounds.
Right. And what makes him, and what made him jump out, and the reason why we're talking about him here, is that he wasn't highly recruited until like October 1. He got like 18 FBS offers in a month. It was like everybody somehow saw him, was like, whoa, why has nobody been offering this guy? Let me go give him an offer. And so from there, he's getting offers from like Maryland, Memphis, us, UCF, West Virginia snatched up on him, USF, Tulane, a lot of teams. And he even talked about how him and Todd Bates, Coach Bates, have a prior relationship. He recruited him at Clemson, or he watched him when he was at Clemson in his earlier years. And so that told me right there that, we really have been watching this young man. And that's a big deal. That's everything you want out of a player, is someone that you got to watch develop. And then you can walk in and be like, hey, we want you. But them hands, he was putting the fear of God on those offensive players, man. Like, he grab and he won't let go, and that's what we need. And so I'm excited about seeing Markus. I think that he has some potential. I know that we have offered him, just like everybody else in the last month. I think he's expected to be visiting during Bedlam. I think Ashton is coming during Bedlam, and there's some other players coming during Bedlam as well. If I'm correct, Hicks is going to be there during Bedlam. I did a video on him and talked about him and his teammate, Damian Sanford, who's potentially could show up as well. with everything going on at A&M, man, we would love to have both of you. So with that, we appreciate y'all tuning in to Unfair Sports. Coop, thanks again for pulling up as you always do.
Most definitely.
You can find the man right here, his Twitter account right there in the scroll at the bottom. You can see mine as well. Please, while you're here, hit the like and the subscribe button as well as share, because sharing is caring. Jump in the comments and let us know what you think about the video. Give us your thoughts. Are you happy, sad? Do you like a recruit? Not like the recruit? Do you like the review? Not like the review? Whatevs. Jump in the comments. Interact with us. We will definitely reply back to you all. So with that, we will chop it up with you all, I don't know, in about a day or two. All right.